We are back live. It's your Bolo Punch Boxing Hour brought to you by George Rogie Insurance. www.bolopunchboxinghour.com. Streaming to you live as always on Ustream.tv. I've got to say, in this corner boxing forum that I'm a part of with Pete and Judy and Cameron and Paul Driscoll and all those guys and a few more. Jim, who is Judy O'Brien's husband, all those guys. They have been just doing an awesome job with that. It's a much cooler looking forum than I've ever been part of. The questions are relevant. I mean, they're plugging stories that are hitting, Fight News and East Side and Boxing Talk that day, maybe an hour before. They're plugging it in and then they're all discussing it. I dig the way that it's set up. So that's in this corner. You can Google it. We've got a link on Bolo Punch for it as well. I've been a member of it for a few months now. It's only been in existence for a few months, but this is a group of friends that goes way back. So they all know each other, and they've taken us in. They've taken me in, at least. I don't think you guys have signed up for this just yet, but
yeah, we
you were all part of the original one. You were all part of the Boxing Talk, Boxing Today. That's what it was called, Boxing Today. That was last year, but yeah, they've moved on. They're bigger, they're better. It looks a lot cooler, and man, I've got to say, Pete Perry, man, you're just knocking it out of the park. Great stuff. And another thing, I don't want to self-promote, but every time I send them a glove that they've bought from me, they post a photo of it up there, and then everyone talks about it. So like Paul Driscoll, who's the diehard Larry Holmes fan. I sent him the Larry Holmes glove of him laying in the big right hand on Jerry Cooney, and he's got a picture of it, and then he's got a picture of it with all his Larry Holmes stuff all around it. So we set up this big old montage photo. It's really cool. and I can type about it, for the 10 or 12 of you that are on that website. I'd much rather talk about it here on the air live so that everyone can hear just how appreciative I am of all you guys that have ordered stuff from, and not just from me, that have ordered photos from Amo. I mean, he's out there busting his ass, sweating under those lights. And I mean, it's starting to happen. People are starting to take notice, and thank yous are in order.
Yeah,
because it makes it worth it when you're done with an event. You get home and there's an email in order for something.
Yeah.
It makes it all worth it because we leave our families to go do that. I mean, you've got a wife and
Not
kid.
that we don't enjoy going to watch the fights.
We do. But
obviously,
you know what?
we wouldn't be doing the show if we didn't enjoy the fights.
Exactly. But when you get back home after all that, to put your photos on, for me to do my write-up, whatever. Okay, you do your photos that night. I do mine the next day or the next week or whenever I get to it. But whenever that is, to get home and see that there's an order or another little blurb on in this corner, it just makes you feel like, it's all worth it.
You feel appreciated.
Yes, it does. I mean, while I was gone, they even put on a happy birthday bulletin for me. I mean, it's just above and beyond. It makes you feel appreciated, like you said. Very cool. So there's my little.
Got a bulletin going now discussing your hat.
These are the same guys I just complimented. All right, I take all that crap back.
You talked to him.
I take it all back.
We got to go on break again because he talked about you guys.
All right, Saturday night, Atlantic City, New Jersey, welterweight action. Mike Jones wins a 10-round unanimous decision over Lenin Arroyo, 99-91 twice and 98-92. Still undefeated, Mike Jones. He is 18-0 with 15 knockouts. Arroyo 20-10 with one draw, 4 knockouts.
Yeah, for some reason, none of the big networks picked this fight up.
That's what Dan Raphael is complaining about, that no one will put Mike Jones on, probably because he has a name like Mike Jones. I don't even know if this is a white gentleman or a black gentleman. I have not that should matter. I mean, it doesn't matter. Talent doesn't transfer through skin color, but Mike Jones is a bland name. Okay, Roy Jones. I don't know. Roy is a cooler name than Mike. I don't know.
It's not that big a deal. I just think that, he's only got 18 wins. He's just getting to the point where he should be on TV anyway, so that's probably why it didn't make a televised event. Sorry, I'm enjoying my beer.
I guess so. And another thing about Mike Jones is that I think he hits really hard. Saturday night, Cordoba, Argentina, for all you English speakers out there. Lightweight action, Jorge Barrios wins a 12-round unanimous decision over Moises Castro, 120 to 110, 119 to 112, and 119 to 108.
Barrios has a cool name. He wasn't televised either.
Yeah, but can you explain the 119, 112 against 119, 108? How is there a 4? One judge gave Castro 112. One judge gave Castro 108. Both judges gave Barrios 119.
I don't understand.
Looks like one judge took 4 extra points away from Moises Castro. That's all I'm saying.
It looks like those 2 points should go to the other judge, and everybody would have 110.
Yeah. Well, still undefeated, still a unanimous decision. Interesting. This was part of a pretty big card in Argentina, but this was the one that ESPN decided to post for us. Really? Okay. Well, Prim Nevada, Friday night fights on ESPN2, junior middleweight action. My favorite fight of the last 2 weeks, probably. Definitely one of my favorite fighters of 2009. Junior middleweight action, Alfredo Pero Angulo. TKO victory in the second round over Gabriel Rosado. Was this a great fight? No. Was it a great showing by a man who in his last showing didn't show all that much? Yes.
Yeah, he had the flu last time he fought.
Against Kermit Cintron?
Yeah, and Cintron's obviously a better fighter here than Rosado.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He looked good. I mean, as soon as I seen his name on the card, I'm like, oh, I don't even need to add the half hour after ESPN this time.
Yeah, because you do have to play, TiVo tag. You have to decide, well, you have to also watch to see is Friday Night Fight starting right on time.
Yeah, that's the main thing, really. But
you have to box with whatever ESPN played before boxing.
They actually they threw a couple other fights in, a couple 4-rounders in extra fights because actually the undercard fight was very quick as well. I mean, Angulo did exactly what you expected. Actually, even a little bit quicker than what you expected.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting 2 rounds, but man, he just whomped on him. To pull out something we used to say in high school, it's like, he just whomped on him.
They actually brought another guy out that had the I don't believe that's on this list, but he wears the lion headdress, which was kind of cool.
Yeah. Also on the undercard, super middleweight, Anthony Durrell, TKO victory in the 7th round over Alfredo Contreras. Durrell just pummeled this poor guy. Yeah. I mean, I kept thinking, am I going to see a towel? I could have seen a towel in the 4th round. I wouldn't have been upset. 5th round, Contreras' corner still allowed the fight to go on. He was not landing any shots.
He just was not in the league of Durrell. But Durrell was coming off of he had cancer, so he was off for a couple of years. He's slowly building himself back up, and I think this actually might have been his return fight. But he can't just jump right in there with the same. He has to build himself back up basically. And it looks like he's pretty close to already being back to full form.
Yeah, that was 2 years he was off with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So he is 100% cancer-free now, and he did a beating on this guy. Also victorious that night, Archie Ray Marquez defeated Sergey Ganhelashvili, and junior welterweight action, Sharif Bogair, TKO victory in the 2nd round over Rodolfo Armenta. Let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back with all the fights that are going to get us through the next couple of weeks right here on Bolo Punch.
A 4-generation insurance family serving Indiana families for over 80 years. Is a member of both independent insurance